welcome. We're starting today's practice in a seated position. So if it's available, crossing ankles or the shins, but if it's needed, of course, extending the legs fully and putting props to use. Maybe that's a cushion or block under the sit bones, elevating the floor to you. We'll rest our hands softly in the lap, create length in the spine, and ease to the shoulders. As long as it feels safe to do so, bring the eyes to a gentle close and take a moment to transition your focus. Become reacquainted with your natural breath. Feeling that depth of the inhale, as well as the exhale. Can you observe the expansion as you breathe in and contraction as you breathe out? Just going to let our own breath be our guide and our companion throughout this practice. And just like the breath, we're going to inhale what we need and exhale the things no longer serving us. Let this time on your mat be an opportunity for you to honor and listen to your body. Come into deeper relationship to your breath. There's nothing you need to accomplish or prove throughout this practice. Please know that you're welcome to modify any particular posture or position when it's needed. So continuing to scan through body, mind, and heart, taking inventory. And if it would be helpful to just become familiar with the pace of the breath, we'll keep the eyes closed, lengthen the spine, and invite the shoulders to come up to the ears as we inhale. Rolling shoulders down the back as we exhale. No need to clench the jaw. Unfurrow your brow. And let's move with breath. Completing this rotation, and we can explore moving the opposite direction, up on the inhale, and down as we exhale. With the exhale, we're just rolling those shoulders forward, maybe getting a bit of a stretch beneath the collarbone at the base of the rotation. Let's finish up the one we're on. Soften the shoulders and let the eyes flutter open. Deep breath in, arms high. And as we breathe out, we're going to twist to the left. Left arm is behind, right hand to that left knee. Soften the gaze. We're breathing fully. Just noticing the sensations within the spinal twist. Let's keep that right hand on the thigh. Draw the head and chest to center. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, lean to the right. Let's keep sit bones connected to the mat. Opening into the side body. Pausing here. On the inhale, let's straighten. Arms are reaching overhead. Lengthen out the body. Exhale, twist to the right. No expectation that it should feel the same. Keeping hand on thigh, head and chest come to center. Right arm will reach up. And use the exhale to now lean to the left. Inhale, we come up to center, arms high once again. Lengthen out the body. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Let's come to a gentle fold. Lifting the chest, create space. Exhale, soften towards the earth. You're most welcome to hold here at center if this is feeling good or like it's enough. But if we want to get more into the side body and through the lower back, let's start with our hands walking over to the right. So we have our chest leaning over the thigh. Nice deep breath in, creating length. And as we breathe out, we soften, coming towards the earth. Really focus on stretching out through those left fingertips. We want to hold that dynamic tension. Be curious to how we're feeling within the muscles of the back, over that left hip. On this next inhale, let's walk hands through center. And exhale, coming over to the left. We're now thinking about reaching through right hand. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we'll take a gentle fold. Lifting slightly, come to center, hands about shoulder distance apart. Nice deep inhale. See if you can fold a little closer to the earth as we exhale. Starting to lift the gaze, look forward, bring the hands back towards the body, and we'll roll to come into a tabletop position. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Let's tuck those elbows in towards the midline. Softening the gaze, we're moving with our own breath. Inhale, drop the belly towards the mat as you lift chin and chest forward and up. Exhale, round spine towards the ceiling, bring chin to chest. Opportunity for one more round. We'll come back to that strong neutral position. Feel the belly button come in just slightly. No need to restrict the breath. From here, we're extending left leg straight back. Toes to the mat to begin. Magnetize that left heel to the earth. Long spine pressed into the palms. If it's available, let's lift those left toes up so we're hovering, and feel that left heel press to the wall behind. Extending our right arm out in front. Focus the gaze. Let's lengthen on our inhale. Bring knee to elbow under the chest as we exhale. Just 2 more like that. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we're contracting, meaning under the chest. Feeling that balance through the core. Let's meet back in that lengthened position. Dropping right hand under shoulder. Lower the left toes to the mat. Spreading our right fingers nice and wide, creating a base to shift our weight over into that hand. So as we inhale, we're going to take our left arm up, and exhale, reach left arm over. Pressing into the outer edge of that left foot. Just a couple more breaths in this modified side plank. On the next exhale, releasing left hand. Return to a neutral tabletop. Maybe give the hips just a gentle sway side to side. Then we'll pause, shoulders over wrists, extending our right leg back. So again, we start with toes down. Feel that heel draw to the earth. Belly button is coming in. Crown of the head actively stretching forward. If it's available, let's explore now hovering. So lift those toes away from the mat. Keep the foot flexed. Left arm is going to extend. Find that focal point, continuing to breathe, lengthening the body as we inhale, shortening as we exhale. Bring right knee to meet left elbow under the chest. 2 more like that. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Into that lengthened position, squaring the hips up as best we can. Left hand under shoulder, slowly lower right toes to the mat. Left fingers spread wide, create that base, shift the weight in that direction, and then take an inhale and reach the right arm up. And exhale, right arm extends overhead. Feel those fingertips reach to the wall in front. Maintain space between upper and lower teeth. One more inhale. Slowly bring right hand back to the mat as we exhale. Option here to step back, so we're in a plank from the toes, or if it's part of your practice, let's plank from knees. So bring that right knee in. You can just walk our hands towards the top, draw the body forward. Feel that nice long line of energy. Elbows tuck in. We'll take our inhale, and we're going to lower slowly as we exhale. Feel the elbows graze the body as you come all the way to the mat. Relaxing the glutes. Inhale, roll the shoulder blades down to lift chin and chest away. We're going to curl our toes under and exhale, downward facing dog. In this position, gazing softly at the knees as we pedal out the feet. Elbows rotate to the midline. Want want to feel those hips draw towards the sky as you invite crown of the head to the earth. Bringing stillness to the body. If we can, let's inhale that left leg high. Exhale, left foot steps through, come between the hands. Lower the right knee down. We begin in a low lunge. So from here, lifting the chest, hands to hips or arms can reach over, palms will face. Maintain that length in the spine. Soften hips to the mat as you exhale. And if we have those arms extended, maybe we bring that left hand to right wrist. Again, lengthening as we inhale. Let's lean slightly to the left on our exhale. Just feeling how that changes the sensation over the hip. Taking what we need and leaving the rest. So find the variation that feels good. We're going to straighten the spine on an inhale. Hands release to the mat as we exhale. Curling our back toes under, let's lift up the knee. Inhale, straighten out that front leg. Exhale, gently fold. Option in this pyramid to lift up the front toes. Be mindful of what that left knee requires to feel safe and well. Feel that tongue just draw away from the roof of the mouth, making space for the breath to move freely. Start to lift the eyes, look forward. We're going to take a nice deep bend into that front knee, back toes turning all the way to the long edge. Engage your core here, so belly button draws in. On the inhale, we rise. Exhale, we lower, warrior two. So settle the gaze forward, looking just beyond the front middle finger. Let the toes unclench, roll weight to the outer edges of both feet. Softly stretch out through the fingertips. Hold the gaze forward. On an inhale, let's flip that front palm up. Exhale, reverse. Stay bent in that front knee if we can. We'll adjust the head to create comfort in the neck. And that right hand is barely touching the leg. If you've wandered, come to your breath. Inhale, we're going to straighten that front leg. No need to lock the knee. And exhale, draw forward, triangle. So left hand to the shin, top of the foot or your mat. Right hand can reach high where the palm faces out. Or maybe it's best on your shoulder today to place hand on hip. Let's think about grounding all four corners of our feet into the mat. Inviting shoulder blades together. Opening up the chest. Adjust the head. No need to create more tension for the neck. One more inhale. Let's release hands to the mat as we exhale. We're going to frame the foot. Turn the back toes forward. If it's helpful, take a few hops with the back foot, and then we're going to explore elevating right foot away. Press that right heel to the wall behind. And we have the option to keep both hands resting on the mat as we invite the belly and chest towards the left leg in a standing L or standing split. Or maybe we're exploring balance. We slowly draw hands to hips or palms together at the heart center. Warrior 3. Find that focal point and breathe. Returning hands to the mat. Soften the gaze. Taking a slight bend into that left knee. Lower your right toes back down. Walk hands under shoulders. We can hold here in this high lunge, or if it's part of your practice, hands extend over. Wherever we are, let's press into the back heel, opening up our chest, quietly acknowledging the strength of our bodies. One more inhale. Return hands to the mat as we exhale. We'll step back, downward dog. Pedaling out the feet, swaying the hips, any movement that feels good. And if it's part of your practice, here is your opportunity to move through that vinyasa. Shifting forward into a plank, toes or knees, elbows in, exhale, we lower. Inhale, we're gonna rise, taking cobra or up dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Settling in here, return to breath. Bring stillness to the body. Inhale, we can reach those right toes up. And on the exhale, we're gonna step our right foot through between our hands. Left knee draws down. Hands come to hips or arms are high. Focus the gaze. Let's settle into this low lunge. And if we have those arms high, maybe the right hand comes to the left wrist. We're going to lengthen as we inhale. Give a slight lean to the right now on the exhale. Using our inhale to straighten and our exhale to release, hands to the mat. Curl the back toes, lift up the knee. Inhale, legs straighten. Exhale, we hinge from the hips, coming to fold. So recall that we have the option here to lift up the front toes, but just be aware of how that changes the experience for your right knee. No expectation that it needs to be the same. Starting to lift the gaze, nice deep bend to the front knee, turning back toes to the long edge. Engage your core here. Let's rise, maintaining stability, and exhale, settle in, warrior 2. We have our shoulders over our hips, palms facing the earth. Just a micro bend into the elbows, feel those shoulders soften down. Bring ease into the body. And back to that full breath. Just invite yourself to take up this space. Holding that soft, focused gaze forward. Use an inhale and watch that front palm flip up. And then exhale, gently float back, reverse. So our left hand is just grazing the back leg. Still a slight bend into the elbows. We're making those adjustments so we have comfort in the neck as well as openness to the throat. Returning awareness to breath if we've wandered. Let's use an inhale to straighten the front leg, soft bend of the knee. And now exhale, guide the body forward, triangle pose. So right hand to shin, top of the foot or your mat. Left arm high. Or we do have the option to bring left hand to hip. Let's roll weight to the outer edges of the feet. Guide those shoulder blades to come together. Feel them kiss on your back. We're pressing the left hip behind and allowing crown of the head to stretch forward. Staying active and aware in your triangle pose. One more inhale. Let's release hands slowly on the exhale. Come to frame the foot. All toes have turned to point forward. For a little bit of help, we'll hop that back foot up a few times for the momentum, and then lifting left toes away. Find that focal point, something stable on the floor in front of you. Keep pressing the left heel to the wall behind, and maintain a micro bend of your right knee. All four corners of the right foot ground into the mat. Stay here with hands resting on the earth, or bring hands slowly to hips, or palms together at your heart center. Take the time to explore. There's full permission to fumble. Soften the jaw. Open up the throat. Bring the breath back to be part of this experience. Let's return our hands to the mat. Starting to bend that right knee. Returning left toes down. Hands stay resting directly under the shoulders, or option to bring the arms up. Our high crescent lunge. Let's press through that back heel, expanding our hearts forward. Settle back with the breath. One more inhale. Release hands down as we exhale. Let's step back, downward dog. Pedaling the feet, swaying the hips, shaking out the head. Any movement that feels good or necessary. And just as you take this posture to notice, let's acknowledge what would feel good for the practice. Holding here for a few more breaths, or moving through that gentle vinyasa or flow. If we're going to flow, we come forward to a plank toes or knees. Elbows in. Exhale, slowly draw towards the mat. Inhale, we're gonna rise, cobra or up dog. Let's exhale, meeting back. Downward facing dog. Final few breaths here. Magnetize heels to the earth. Invite chest towards the thighs. One more inhale. Bring knees slowly to the mat as we exhale. We'll just walk hands towards the body, shifting onto our sit bones, planting the feet. We're preparing to lower. So sitting nice and tall, grabbing any layers or support that we need, and then we'll come down gently, tucking chin towards the chest. All the way onto our backs, lengthening the arms overhead, extending the legs, a full body stretch. Gently close the eyes, tune into the sensations. One more inhale. Knees to chest as we exhale. Give yourself a squeeze. Rocking out side to side. Or maybe forehead comes towards the legs into a cannonball position. Releasing the body fully to the mat. Planting the feet just hip distance apart or slightly wider. Arms can extend out to a T or cactus. We're just going to take a gentle twist to each side. Nice deep breath in. And then as we breathe out, both knees to the right. Let's keep our shoulder blades to the mat. Adjusting the head to the left if that's most comfortable. Bring head to center, and then inhale the knees up. Exhale, twisting the opposite way. Head to center, and slowly the rest of the body follows. We'll extend our bodies to the most comfortable position we can create here. Hands can rest along the sides, or if you prefer, placing one hand to belly, the other hand on the heart. Connecting to the rhythm of the core through breath and heartbeat. As we invite our eyes to slowly close. Recognizing this point of transition. Pausing the work and effort. Willingly coming into this space of non-doing. Take an intentional pause. Feel that natural breath start to take over. We're breathing in a way that softens the body, that slows the mind, as well as opens up the heart. Please let yourself have these few moments of rest and replenishment. Opening up to the simplicity, trusting in the stillness, surrendering here. Shavasana. Slowly start to bring awareness back into the body. Acknowledge that contact or even connection you have to the mat. Incorporating any gentle movement that supports your body to reawaken gradually from the inside out. Wiggling toes and fingers, rotating wrists and ankles. Let the head drop gently shoulder to shoulder. And then when you're ready, just bring knees towards the chest. Give yourself a deep squeeze, a hug of acknowledgement as you rock your body gently side to side. When you're feeling ready, roll completely to a side that is most comfortable. And let yourself come back to a comfortable seated posture. We'll keep our eyes closed if we can. And as we gather in this seated position, we'll rest our hands softly in the lap. Or if it honors you, place palms together at your heart center, taking a posture of gratitude. Lengthening as we inhale, softening on the exhale. Taking just a moment to bring awareness in. If you can, acknowledging the abilities and the strength of your body. The power and life-giving nature of your breath. Give a quiet nod of acknowledgement and appreciation for taking the time out of your schedule to be here with yourself on the mat. I would like to thank you for sharing your practice. Wishing you a wonderful and peaceful rest of your day. Know that the light and love in me truly honors the light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you.